Hello, and welcome to, something that originally was going to be something else, but I decided on something different because, let's just say what was originally planned didn't really sound too pleasing after a while. Uh, let's just say that originally what I was going to do was, I was going to play some old Roblox games, to reminisce about the times, but then I thought, you know what? With the upcoming startup of my new Summer Special Volume 2, why not build a thing that has something to do with it? And you're probably thinking, is it a computer? No. It's a console that is from a new era of technology that is being introduced in the Radical Earth universe this summer. Which the technology itself is heavily inspired by stuff you'd see from 2006 to 2012. You know, right around that time period. Now, it could also be, I don't know. Anyway, so what we're building is something that, despite that, you could tell by the name Protendo that Protendo is basically Nintendo, but not Nintendo. But, also, by the way, I hope you like the background. I decided to change it because it is right around summertime. So that's good. But the last time we ever built something was the Megasoft Frontier. And the last time we built a console was my Game Ray. Now Protendo's back at it again with the game Fusion. Yes, the name is spelled with a Z because, style points. But this console, so I should mention, I know that in 2006 Nintendo themselves released the Wii, but Protendo does stuff differently. So in order of their consoles, they made the Protendo Pro 8, which was their first console. It was an 8-bit console. Then we have the Pro 16, which is a next-generation 16-bit console that can connect to the internet. You can download games. You could play online. It had built-in 32-bit game compatibility. You didn't even have to buy an adapter for it. You did have to buy a CD add-on for the CDX games. But then the console after the Pro 16 was the Protendo 64X, which, is basically Protendo's N64. Then we have the Protendo Game Ray, which is, of course, Protendo's GameCube, in a way. So, what about the PlayFuzion? Is it the Wii? No, it's completely different. So, the idea for this console is that, think of it sort of like a hybrid between a Wii U and a Switch. So you have the which, had the Wii U gamepad, the console itself, and all that stuff. What's different about this is that the Protendo PlayFuzion takes these two concepts and mixes them together. So the console itself features a high-definition display for the actual gamepad itself, which also happens to be a handheld. But then we have the console itself. Now what's interesting is that both the handheld and the console have the same exact power level. They have the exact same capabilities. There's no compromise in performance for the handheld, and the same performance without any kind of compromises. Now, in terms of the actual display, it's similar to that of the Switch OLED in terms of like the actual visual quality and stuff. Maybe a tad bit bigger, maybe. But it also has, you know, the traditional angle grips that you would see on most controllers. For example, like, you know, something like this. You know, it has the angle grips on the side, but combine that, you would hook the thing up to the console itself. So think of it sort of like a Wii U slash Switch hybrid, but done right. So, you're probably wondering, how am I going to start this grand contraption, huh? Well, normally I start with the main unit itself, and then go on to the controller. But, because the controller has such, like, it has just the same amount of importance as the console itself, I figured why not start with that. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go to plate. And right now what I'm doing is I'm going ahead and making the screen. Now, this may look a little confusing because this looks like it's way too short. Like, it's not wide enough. Little did you know, my brain has tricks. I can think. So what I'm doing is I am putting this on both sides. Then, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place 1x8s here, 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 and here. Now this is gonna make up the screen. Now you're probably thinking, well, wait, is the screen going to be all bumpy? No. I am going to put some tiles on here. Now the tiles, what they're going to do is, they're going to give it a, wait, no. They are going to give the handheld a sort of a, you know, sleek look, I guess you could say. Alright. Wait. No. Already off to a great start, I see. Okay, so now that we did that, it leaves us with 6x6, 6x6, then wait, no. Okay. I think I made a slight miscalculation. Don't worry though, it's all fine. I know what to do. Maybe I don't. I'm kidding. Yeah, life, alright? Like random little lines in it. It's just the best possible way I can, build this. Anyway, there's the screen. Or at least part of it. Oops. So now what we're going to do is we're going to paint this now. Speaking of painting, you're probably wondering what the color of the console is going to be. So I actually posted about this on Facebook a little while ago prior to deciding on making this for the next episode of Radical Rewind Volume 2. But here's the thing. So the colors that are currently available, and by currently available I mean in the Radical Earth universe, because this is a fictional product, it's not a real life thing. I should reiterate that this is not a real product, so if you're looking to purchase, you're SOL. So the official color choice, the choices are Hydro Blue, which is a blue color, obviously. Sort of a lightish blue color. Not light blue, but not dark blue. It's more like an in-between, if you will. Scorch Red. I mean, it's red, but not... It's red mixed with orange, Solar Orange, it's just bright orange. Sonic Silver, it's silver. Dusk Indigo, that is a GameCube color scheme. You know what I'm talking about. Stealth Black. That is, black consoles are incredibly popular. And the final one is actually a bundle that I have yet to talk about because it involves a game that is an exclusive and a launch title for the Protendo PlayFuzion called Drench Zone. Or Drench, not Drent. Drench Zone. So Drench Zone itself is heavily inspired by Splatoon. The only difference is that instead of playing as Inklings, you can actually choose from a variety of different playable creatures, such as he is an Otterin, which is a otter feline mix, and depending on which species you choose, you'll have abilities like, for example, an Otterin would have a higher jumping ability. They have much higher agility. They're also really good at swimming because, otters can swim very, very well. And what's really cool about the Otterin is that they can actually hold their breath underwater for a good amount of time. So there's that. They're also incredibly accurate with the water blasters. Yes, this game has water guns. So the idea of Drench Zone is, think of it sort of like laser tag, but replace laser guns with water blasters. But there is actually a game mode that's inspired by Splatoon called Color Clash, and it uses a special type of substance called chroma, which is it's water